Hello, my name is Vitali and I am from Renter Inc. And I'm here to tell you what we're working on. We're working on adding a feature in AppFolio property management software that will allow you to instantly request rental verifications from within the rental applications. The way it would work is you will have a button inside your resident history that will allow you to request rental verifications using our system. It'll be working with a Chrome extension, and it will allow you to have that button there. So let me walk you through how it would work, and so you would be able to see if this is something you would be interested in. There are three benefits to doing this. Our system has been around since 2015, and we use this system for larger property management companies, 800 doors and up, and the system works already, but we have not integrated it with AppFolio yet, and this is what we're trying to do. What it does is it allows you to prevent getting rental verifications from fake landlords. It also saves time requesting landlord references because we pre-populate most of the data for you, so you don't have to double entry. And then it also increases the chances of getting more rental verifications back because we actually pay the landlords who provide rental verifications as a reward. So there's more chances of getting rental verifications. So here's how it works. You download the extension, you log in using your login information. Now, once you do that, using the Chrome extension, you'll have a button that will say request landlord reference. Now, what's going to happen is once you click that button, our system is able to automatically detect the information that the applicant filled out about the landlord, like their name, their email address, also the applicant's name, which is in this page above information. And then once we are able to gather all their information, all you would have to do is upload the consent form. All this information is entered for you. So you just simply click request landlord reference. What that does is it automatically sends an email to the landlord asking them to provide a reference. Now, this is also, as you can see here, we also tell them that if they do provide a reference, we're going to pay them $1.50 for responding to a reference as a reward. Okay. Now you can also see that the consent form that you've uploaded is also included in the email that goes out to the landlord. So they know it's coming from a legitimate source, and they're able to see that you're a legitimate company. Once the landlord hits that green button in the email, they'll go to our page, which automatically fills out this information for them. And they just simply enter a few yes or no questions here that we have prepared. Now, there is a feature where you would be able to add your own custom questions, but most of the people are okay with these questions already. So there is a way that you can add custom questions here. Just make sure that the questions that you do ask are not going to get you in trouble with fair housing. So the third thing that the landlord does is they go through what we call a fake landlord verification process, and we ask them to provide identifiable information about the landlord. If they're a property management company or a apartment complex, for example, we go through certain automated systems to make sure that the landlord that is providing references is legitimate. For example, if it's a owner of a property, we ask them to provide a little bit of information about them, and we are able to check a public records database and figure out if they indeed are the owner of the property. If they are, they just move on to the next step, which asks them to answer a few identifiable information about them that only they would know. Once they go through that process, we're able to verify that this person is legitimate landlord. Now, this saves a lot of time for our customers because they don't have to worry about being the researcher and taking the time to figure out whether or not they're the owner, going to the county records, and then also figuring out all that information. And it just saves a lot of time and headache for people. Most of the landlords are not in the business of being the skip tracer or whatever, so they leave it up to us, and we do a pretty good job at that. Now, if for some reason the landlord is not willing to provide this information, we kick this application out to a landlord into a manual processing, which usually goes through a manual verification, and our team is able to go through this step within 24 hours or less. Now, once they fill out, go through this process, they just register. Once they register, you receive an email with the report that the landlord provided. In addition to that, you're able to see the status in your AppFolio property manager with a button that will show up here asking you to click on, and it'll actually navigate to our website with the report that you're able to get. Now, if it's not available, it's just simply going to say status pending, and then once it's available, you'll be able to click on that. This application is still not developed. What we're doing is we're gathering information to see if there's enough interest from AppFolio users to have this built. Now, obviously, it takes a lot of time and money to develop something like this, but before we get started, we want to see that there's enough people who are interested in this. If you are interested, we would like you to just contact us and set up a quick demo, quick call to see if you'll be interested in becoming a beta tester. Now, what I didn't do is I didn't cover the pricing. There are two ways that we price this, and that is $4.99 for rental verification. It can be paid by requesting party, that would be you, or the one that is requesting a reference, or we can also charge an applicant. In addition to this step, basically, we would also send out an email to a applicant, your applicant, asking them to pay $4.99, and we have this already working for us, and most of the applicants don't mind paying $4.99. However, most of our customers just prefer to charge a higher fee for an applicant and then eat that $4.99 cost. The beauty about that is you don't have to request a reference for all of them. Most people just request a reference about the past landlord, not their current one. So you're able to save money there. Now, if you have any questions, do contact me here. Here's my contact information, or just reach out to me through our website. And I hope I can hear back from you guys what you think about this, to see if this is something you guys want. If you do, we're going to be working on building this and hopefully have a beta tested version available in February 2020. Thank you so much for your time.